matrimonial issue. So let's go inside. There's still one topic you missed, but we're coming back to that.
All right.
Well, let's read this one first. Okay, this one is, I'm just going to read the story. You follow through, then we deliberate. Now, this says, I'm a married man with 2 children. In 2003, my wife and I were so broke. Despite our financial troubles, she was from a financially stable family. She's the last born and only daughter in the family of 5. I have always wanted to make money in a legit way, but I lacked enough startup capital. One evening, my wife came home with ₦500,000 and gave it to me so I could start up the business I had always wanted. I asked her where she got the money, and she said one of her aunties who reside in Canada sent it to her after she told her what she was going through. A few months later, I found out from her friend that she actually stole the money from her mother, who is a successful businesswoman, and had given the money to her to take it to the bank. But she lied to her that she had bumped into thugs who snatched the money on her way to the bank. Her mother understood her and thanked God that the thugs didn't hurt her, our only daughter. Now, this hit me so hard because I didn't want to start my business with stolen money. It was however too late because I had already invested the money and business was booming. In 1 year, I had fully paid back the money to my wife, who went and gave it back to her mother. But I didn't even mention to her that I know how she got the money. It's been over 24 months now. Yes, it's been over 24 months, but I have totally lost trust and love for this woman, because if she managed to steal money from her own mother, then what about me? I can't even trust her with my property because she's a thief. Yes, the money she stole was from her mother. The money she stole was from her mother and was for my business that became very successful. But I didn't know it was stolen, otherwise I would have accepted it. Honestly, I want her out of my life before she steals my money too. How do I end this relationship without hurting her? I want this to end in a good way. My brother. If I let me hear from you, because it's a mom that writes this too. A mom sits down, compose this, and post it. So let's
in all honesty and sincerity, this is one hell of a story. But have you heard of this saying that when a man is in love, a new mumu is born? Now, the man there is applicable to both gender, actually.
Okay.
In fact, when a woman is in love, her own mumu is times 2 of that of the man. But this is what I would say. See, sometimes you don't judge people based on the offense that has been committed. So if you want to look at the act itself, you probably will stone them. But if you understand the reason behind the act, sometimes you could tamper justice with mercy. So this is what I would say. What she did was practically wrong. And that is why when I hear women say stuff like, I had to help my husband's financial state, so I had to sleep with one alaji so that I could get money to serve my husband. Well, what you are doing is actually trying to solve a problem. Yeah. But you see, the pattern or the strategy is wrong. And if you understand the masculine figure or the person of a man, if you understand the psychological framework of a man, you understand that there are certain things that you would consider sacrifice,
but they won't.
So a man, as much as you're doing something like that and you think you're doing it for love, to that man, he's reading both in between the line and above the line and at the back of the line. And so that is why he's thinking. So if you listen to what the guy said, it's futuristic. He's not even saying, if you are capable of doing this, then you are capable of doing more.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm saying? So, but if I were to advise him one-on-one, I wouldn't advise him to get rid of his wife or try to want to get rid of his wife because of that single out. Now remember, she didn't steal the money from somebody in the public. It was from her own direct mother. And so she would have also calculated the fact that even if her mother finds out, there will be a level of leniency. And there is no way a mother wouldn't know the tendency or the characteristic tendency of her child.
Yeah.
So the mother, at some point, while she was growing up as a child, as a teenager, or even as an adult, would have known that my daughter is capable of one or two. And as a mother, there is always a special place for forgiveness. So if the person that she stole the money from directly would forgive her, I think him as the husband should do better. Do you understand? You should do better. However, I would want him, knowing the fact that he is a man of principles from his write-up, they should talk about it. Like, he should tell her stuff like, please, history should never repeat itself.
And that friend, you should love that friend. That friend that wants to open mouth, you should love that friend.
Of course, you definitely know that whoever that friend is definitely going to be a female.
Yes.
Because guys don't do that. Well, out of 10 guys, maybe 2. It is not natural for guys to act that way. It is always females that have that propensity to act that way.
Okay.
What do men really want? Does this man truly love his wife? I would want to come from the angle of love. Even God, you understand, because of the level of love he has for us, there are things, he forgives everything. I know there are things that are not forgivable. Oga, come straight, stop passing corner. Maybe it's already done. Yes, pass straight now. Why are you dodging? Why are you
don't get money now? Looking for the
money have come. This man does not truly. That is my own standpoint. I think I don't love the wife enough, because for your wife to have gone, you know, love as the sacrifice, like you rightly said, and there are some sacrifices that when people make for you, it should strengthen the bond. Do you get? The wife understands the terrain. She took this money from her family. She knows probably it is okay. It's, you know, she didn't steal. It's not like she's a petty thief. This is somebody that took something from her family to help you, to help you grow. She would have done that, you know, considering the fact that probably she has sometimes found the man in that space of probably depression, you know, getting tired of the whole thing. How can I sit here, my family are well to do, and I cannot do this for my husband? And all he has to say is he wants to move on. And now you go nowhere.
And possibly maybe the reason why he doesn't want to go straight to the mom and ask for money is because he wants to protect the husband's image. So it should look as if they gave him money, they are the one established, because she knows her parents. So she feels that's probably the only best way she can get.
And tomorrow they'll always make reference to it.
We made you. We made you. You understand? So probably that's one of the reasons why she's. But I will still say everybody's avoiding a friend. That friend, it is not. That's a very bad friend. If I don't understand why a friend will be that close to her husband to the extent that they will be, you know, she will be revealing that.
Thank you.
Closure is that. Number one. And number two, why is the guy even giving listening ears to a friend of his wife, knowing that he's fully well like a person?
There could be another part to that story. See, if a man, you see, you actually would know the loyalty or test the faithfulness of a man when you've given him two things: money and power. So all this way, the wife thought they were in love. The man was financially low. So now he's financially made. There is a possibility that he has seen a better aspect.
Not a better aspect. He said actually.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm saying an improvement of his wife, and there's no justifiable reason to get rid of the wife than this one, because the truth be told, the sacrifice was huge, even though it was wrong, but it was huge. And so, like I said, you cannot judge a woman with that, because it's her husband, not even her boyfriend. And the money came from her mother, not from the government. Are you guys saying? Like I said, I don't support stealing, but what I'm saying is, if he's considering getting rid of the woman by that one singular act, then he's a wicked person.
Yes. Thank you. Full stop, period. We're not talking case closed. Case closed. Johnson, case closed. Stop nodding your head. Case closed. If you leave your wife at this point because you now have money, now you can now smell who is the rat and who's not the rat, who is right and who's wrong. My darling, in fact, you're not my darling. You in fact, maybe you and that friend fit yourself.